Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Goblin Stone. It is a goblin tribe building roguelite that I played the demo for this a long time ago. Rather enjoyed it, and have been eagerly waiting for it to come out. So, I guess let's just start a new story.
And so, the story begins. Dungeons. A most familiar setting for the earnest adventurer. Dark and musty halls, teeming with foul creatures, forgotten treasures, and copious amounts of experience points. Entombed in this particular cavernous hallway is an artifact of profound significance. A gemstone like no other. In pursuit of this artifact, three stoic adventurers delve into the darkness, eager to plumb its depths, unwitting to what lies in wait.
Oh. There's no way for me to skip the tutorial, is there? The one thing I want to check is, yeah, there's no voice slider. I was kind of hoping I could make him a little louder. But alas. Climb? There we go. I guess the hobbit would be leading. Honestly, I'd have the tough dwarf probably in front.
The common goblin. Widely regarded as a hideous and feeble minion.
Poor little guy.
Eager to avulse the creature of its experience points, they assault it.
Combat is turn-based. Everyone falls in line to attack. Kill all foes, win the battle. Everyone will move to the center along the time bar. When a character reaches the middle, it's their turn. Halfling has Plucky Strike. Your turn, select an attack. Well. After attacking, position changes. Okay. Well, they're dead.
A loot bag. An honest reward for dispatching the squalid creature.
Most foes drop valuable items when killed. Choose loot carefully. You only have limited bag space. Junk.
Meager spoils. Perhaps the next yield will be a bit more substantial.
I adore this visual style. It's very, well, it's hand-drawn. That I'm pretty sure this is, well, it's not the original, like, sketchy line art.
It appears that ill fortune has beset these hapless few. Their companion lies crushed beneath the rubble. They attack the goblins in distress.
The next indicator shows whose turn's coming up. Okay. So we also have Stone Throw, which 50% chance of dealing damage and inflicting stun. So I can potentially stun one of the two. One of your characters is tired. This happens after using an ability with a high cost. Characters that are tired take more damage when attacked. Characters in this area are tired and more vulnerable to attacks. Okay, so I have Roar. Knock back all foes. Yeah. Do exactly that. Alright, so what's our wizard have? 70% chance... Oh, 70% damage and inflicts stun. So we could do 9 damage. Or I can stun him. I wonder if you can intentionally lose this so the goblins win. Probably not. Because no matter what, this one does damage. Yeah, no matter what, some of the characters just do damage. Maybe? I don't know. It'd be interesting if I intentionally whiffed it, but I bet the wizard would just solo everything. So 100% physical damage. Oh no, it's just the same amount. I should have stunned him. Not that it really matters. I'm sure these characters, well, I don't know. I don't know if these characters are actually going to get own zoned at the end of the dungeon.
Such a dismal bounty. One must slay great quantities of goblin for a decent recompense.
Clearly, they're trying to bias you in favor of the goblins. And in this universe, yeah, I can understand it. They're kind of cute and dopey.
They chance upon greedy little burglars. Treasure, rightfully theirs, being plundered in front of their very eyes.
Good lord, that is a drawing of a halfling, if I've ever seen one. That is not a halfling.
They interrupt and lay claim to the treasure.
That is not a halfling that I would want to mess with on a normal day. Okay, so I could stun him. Or we could just stab the front guy. I don't... Okay, he's going second. No. So we might as well hit him with the stone. Dwarf does 8 damage. Yeah, let's just finish him off. And then a good lightning bolt. That's 3. Kick him in the back. Yeah. So you get kicked back as far as your... Oh. Kind of fine. Oh, so his armor doesn't go down. He just resists the damage entirely. That's fair? And fairly powerful? Yeah, I can't wait to do some major timeline manipulation once we're further into this. Unfortunately, right now, we're still very much early. Well, I mean, we're early in the game. We don't have all our abilities, any passives.
The goblins soon realize they have no chance at survival. In desperation, they hurl their loot at the assailants. Without tarry, the goblins withdraw into the sanctuary of darkness. How strange. These creatures were fully expected to die. Perhaps their journey will be worth following.
Yay, now we actually are playing as the Goblins.
2 little goblins. One despondent, one morose, and both with the shivers.
Oh, we got spiders now. Yeah, I really like how well they've managed to kind of combine the 2D aesthetic with the 3D one.
At this size, however, the roles are reversed.
Okay, if I hit it with a stone, we have a chance of stunning it. I don't think I could do that again. Shove. That just pushes them back by 1. I think best thing I can do is just punch it. Dome Howler. And Damp Seeker. I think I would be a Dome Howler over a Damp Seeker.
Hope emerges as the goblins dispatch the threat.
They're clearly trying to go for a Darkest Dungeon vibe with the narrator. I think it's working. I think my only immediate beef is the fact that there is no voice acting slider.
A light, finally. A path out of this abyss.
And so for me, I don't like having the sound effects super high. And so I have them turned down, you know, so it doesn't hurt my ears. Which means I'm going to have to either turn up the narrator as much as or every single time he talks, or just eventually get used to the fact that he's quiet.
A familiar feeling beckons to them.
It is not a big deal.
A glint beneath the rubble.
But I wish more games just had extensive sound sliders. Oh, hello. I think I've been playing Final Fantasy VII on my own. When characters are surprised in battle, they start further back on the time bar. Oof. I like those illustrations, though. They're so good. But I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, but I've been playing at night. Like, after my neighbors have gone to bed at night. Oh not going to do enough damage. So do we go for the stone throw or do we just smack him? You know, I think probably better to just go for the smack. Stone throw, I think, makes more sense once I have a group. Alternatively, I might be able to stun it here. And kill it before it gets another turn. Sick. I might have been able to kill it anyway, but I think, yeah, it just didn't get another attack in. Just stun it. Oh, no, resisted it. Rude. Or Damp Seeker.
Potent medicines.
Yeah, they're definitely going for the, well, I don't know. Can I hit it with another stone? Because I can't take it out. Hey. You don't get a turn today. Perfect.
They survived the ambush.
I like how the spiders are loaded. What I was going to say for Final Fantasy before I move on too far is that I love the game, but I'm playing it kind of at night, and the moment you get into combat, the game doubles in volume, and I hate that. Because it feels like every action movie ever where you kind of set the volume low so the combat isn't super loud, but then the moment you get out of combat, if the characters are like just having a peaceful conversation, it's more like kind of just, and you're like, I'm glad I have subtitles on. But it's always one of those where I'm like, no, give me a specific combat sound slider, give me a narrator sound slider, give me a cutscene sound slider, give me an everything sound slider.
As curiosity surpasses reason, they unearth the strange object. It indeed appears to be the artifact the adventurers so fervently coveted. As the stone awakens from its slumber, it radiates a light both beautiful and blinding. Strange spirits emanate from the stone. They swirl and undulate in jubilation. As the awe-struck goblins peer into the brightness, the spirits speak out. They bid the goblins to seek a sacred place deep within the woods, and there rest the stone. Faced with such a spectacle, the goblins muster what they can to break their stupor. They pocket the stone and head for the surface.
I've been, I guess, unrelated other things, been trying to draw a little bit more. And I got to look at this a little bit for how they handle their backgrounds. Because specifically, I want to get back into tabletop RPGs. I've done a couple of sessions so far. On YouTube, actually. But
coming into the light, they are greeted by spring winds and the echo of new leaves stirring in the breeze.
Okay, Mysterious Stone is told of a rune in these woods. Goblins have been charged to seek it out. And the stone inside. Hopefully we're... Oh, no, we are still injured. But we can camp.
Respite for the weary.
Combat speed increased by 5%, but no, we have to heal.
They repose for a moment by the warm flame.
That's a little bit more than a moment. But, so as part of that, I need to do artwork so it actually is worth watching. And, much of it is just kind of environmental drawings of like, hey, this is where the characters are in this moment. And that takes a lot of time. Oh, I guess we didn't need that. Whatever. Okay, location type, rewards, leave the woods, find the ancient ruins, set up a base. Here you can view each goblin's stats, abilities, manage their equipment. I don't think we have equipment, so I guess we're just going. But so... Unfortunately for me, most of the artists that I follow are very much like character and creature artists. And so like sometimes I like to look at like, yeah, how did they draw a mushroom? And it's, oh, hello.
A bittersweet reunion, as they discover their camp had been further ravaged by adventurers. A goblin lies barely breathing. Their dungeon loot was never treasure, but medicines direly needed for their wounded. With their loot now lost, they wallow in despair. A queer sensation interrupts the morose scene, as the stone artifact acts on its own accord. The group beholds the spectacle, agape with wonder. The languishing goblin is bathed in a warm glow. Its wounds slowly mend as it returns to health. As the light subsides, bewilderment gradually gives way to joy. Reunited, they now set out for the forest's edge.
But so on my end, specifically, it's the way that they do foliage in this is especially noteworthy, because you really do not want to draw leaves one by one or paint them one by one, because that sounds like it sucks. Well, it does suck. It's a massive time sink and it's not very fun. Ooh, we got some equipment. Raider can equip this weapon. Okay, so let's give it to him. And what is the other one? Rock and a stick. We got 2 weapons. So we can go this way. We could leap down, which I'm curious about.
They chance upon a carcass, concealed by the stench. A small trove of unclaimed meat and giblets.
Okay. I guess in that case it's bone and hide, but whatever. Yeah, let's go back and jump. Let's see what happens. But so whenever I see, I'll just be like playing a game or browsing social media, I'll run across somebody that does something like in a really brilliant manner. Oh, that's how jump works.
The way is shut.
Well, never mind then. So it's like, oh, that's how they do bushes. That's how they do trees. And some part of me is like, okay. Now, I'm not going to just copy that one for one because that's tacky and doesn't fit my style anyway. But it's like, oh, yeah, you kind of just do a silhouette and then you come back in with some like little bit of line work here and there and some hatching to imply shading. Oh, can I actually get more out of this thing? I apparently can.
Scavenge to the bone, leaving nothing to waste.
Okay, looks like it's done. Yeah, I adore hand-illustrated games.
A lone iron key. What might it unlock?
The door? Maybe. I don't know, we might as well go back for it. And see what we can get. I wonder if you can actually use the map to warp to previous screens. I'll have to test that, because that actually would be kind of handy. Maybe that's a feature that I'd grab later.
The iron key unlocks the gateway.
Oh.
The path forward becomes clear.
Looks like we had to do that anyway. There was a barrier preventing me from going further. But I love hand-illustrated games, especially if they're trying...
more salivate for goblin flesh.
Especially if they try and mix in 3D and do it in a really good way. Just because, like, you can tell these are 3D models, it doesn't quite match, but it's very close. So we could do 6 to 8 to front foe with a 20% chance to bleed, or we can just inflict bleed. Cost 2, cost 3. I'm probably just going to go for the slash and hope for the bleed. Knock back ally or foe. I say we just chuck rock. See if we can stun the wolf. So what do we have? Wakey wakey. 65% chance twice. If they have stun, freeze, or slow, add a finale. And then slicing dagger. Well.
Excellent strike.
That worked. I will keep that in mind. Try and go for the stun before Woadleaker gets his turn. And honestly, considering these basic goblins are not very strong, it's probably practical for me to just go hard on stun tech. Ooh. Deal 50% if they have bleed or poison. Add another bleed and refresh the duration of existing bleeds. Then we have regular slash and deal 130% damage. If they die, costs 1 instead. Cannot be used on the first turn. Does 10 damage. Unfortunately, I don't think pick wounds is particularly helpful here. But they are bleeding now. Okay. And it doesn't really matter what I do. I might as well just hit him with the stun shot anyway. Oh, we also have exterminate. Whee! So our abilities are slightly randomly generated. It's not a fixed set.
A goblin's world is full of peril, and there are many who hunt them.
It's a lot of money on some wolves. Oh, we might as well keep grabbing more. Yeah, we have a limited amount of space, but I think I can toss stuff if we get full up. So we might as well just grab everything we can and then figure it out later. I think we won't run into inventory space for like the first run or two, but maybe that after that.
They breach through to the edge of the woods. At last they find a pathway out and venture into the open world.
Wow, those goblins had some zoom. That is a pretty background, though. Look at that. You know what? I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. Okay. Find the ancient runes. Rest the stone. Or that's level completed, so we're not done yet. We're going to the next one. I think. Or maybe we just are about to rest this down. I don't know. Nope. Next one. Ancient ruins. This is a lot of preamble. Okay, but this does reset our health. Do we want to mess with this? Like, no, I think this is fine. Go with the bleed goblin in the front. I think I will start just going for the bleed hit, especially if the enemy is full health. And I might be able to do some meaningful things about that.
They enter a deeper part of the woods. The scent of danger lingers heavy.
Okay, if we check the map, we can see there's a fight. Looks like maybe both top and bottom kind of reconvene.
Adventurer rests. Quietly they sneak.
It's got another goblin in a cage. Looks like kind of a tanky goblin.
Braces for battle.
I think we might also get a goblin mage here. Okay, so we got Wakey Wakey, but we can't do that. Oh, so they both have Wakey Wakey, and we can also do a redraw. I think I'm gonna do... start with the bleed. Hit him with a stone throw in hopes of stunning him. Perfect. And then we have Wakey Wakey. We could do another slicing dagger, but I think Wakey Wakey is the trick. Yeah, it messes him up.
A vital blow. To be felled by the goblins he hunts. How shameful.
Okay, add the new goblin, Mash Feeder. He's got a wooden stool. I'll probably just leave him in the back.
His quarry watches you from behind iron bars. Another one joins their company. This fellow is clad in armor.
Okay, fork in the path. Path will often split in two, each offering its own allure and possibilities. Both paths eventually lead to your goal. Once you've chosen a path, you will no longer be able to tread the other. Oh. Interesting. I would have expected to be able to do both. Okay, so let's see. So we've got treasure, harvest, harvest, treasure. I don't know, let's go down. Actually, maybe we go up. They put the one bag on the lower section. Yeah, no going back. Interesting. maybe I should have gone down. I don't know. I'm not going to rethink this too hard. They just put the bag on the lower section. I was wondering if it was kind of a fake out. You see the bag, you go for the bag, follow that path. But it looks like, no. I don't think it really matters that much.
There was once a time when goblins were plentiful in these woods. These few, the last of the green goblins, are all that remain. This will come in handy.
I know later on... Oh. There's a sparkle right here as I passed by both times. And it's like, is this something I actually need to care about? Like some loot? And the answer is, well, if it is, I can't interact with it. Hello.
They happen upon a downtrodden orc still clad in rags and shackles. At his feet, a freshly dug grave adorned with a bone club buried in the barrow. The goblins timorously disturb the orc in his mourning. Uneasily, they speak to him, ask about a nearby ruin in these woods. Barely noticing their presence, the orc wipes away a tear with one hand as he raises the other to give direction. Politely thanking the grieving orc, the goblins discreetly withdraw and leave him to his sorrow.
It looks almost kind of... Oh, that's his nose. I thought it was like a red eye or something. I thought it was like, that's a cyclops. No, it's not a cyclops. Okay, so
fire welcomes the wayworn.
Let's discuss tactics. That 5% speed is way better. I like everybody else is sitting somewhat kind of nonplussed, and the one guy is just like, nope, I'm gonna burn my ear tip in the fire. Okay, so do we want to go up or down? Probably up. Treasure chests have been pretty lucrative for me so far. Unless they only hold a small amount of money, at which point it's meaningless. It's interesting that you cannot backtrack. I guess they chose that specifically because it would be... I guess kind of time wasting to go back and forth, because I remember you could go back and forth previously. And they made it a much more like linear experience now. Alright, let's see if we can stun this one. Because if we have Wakey Wakey, that's big damage. We don't. We have Slicing Dagger. Oh, that's Inflict Bleed. We also have just Chop. Chance to Sunder. Let's just give them both some bleed. Does he have Wakey Wakey? No, he's got... Armor up. Target self, gain armor. How does armor work? Mitigates the amount of physical damage taken, does not apply to magic users. He's already stunned, so I'm not sure if that's going to help. Let's do this. The only immediate problem is... Oh. It's short. Salvage. Remove whole armor and heal 3 times that amount. Yeah, so this only costs one unit of time. So that keeps him in front. Okay, nice crit stun. What's he got? Intercept. Intercept first or second foe's attack, gain 1 armor. They also have rattle. Intercept or bash. I think I'll just do intercept on him. Okay, we have pick wounds, which extends more bleed, or we have an exterminate. Which will actually just kill him.
Powerful start.
Might as well stun him. Like, my regular goblins don't do that much damage, so we might as well just do it. Let's see, 11 damage, or we could just pick wounds. Whee! More bleed. Okay, and then we have a wakey wakey. Good timing. I don't like the screen flash. It's not much of a... It's not much of an issue, but it's just a little high on... hard on my eye. Battle UI animations, speakers... Yeah, no, doesn't look like it's anything I can actually modify. It's a shame. I'm sure that'll probably get fixed in post. Well, we're rich. I don't know if we need money or more regular resources, though.
Just beyond an old, forgotten watchtower, held fast by a great forest tree.
I was hoping we'd be under the blue tree, but no, of course not. Anyway, I think we've got one more Goblin Hunter. But not the manga version. Oh boy, we'd be in trouble then. Instead, we have these dudes.
Humans have taken domain. The road ahead will not be easy.
Foes with armor are harder to beat, since it reduces the amount of damage they take from attacks, but some effects like bleed ignore armor. I know it's just their beards, but it straight up does kind of make me think that they just have Mondo chins. Which amuses me to no end.
A shattering blow.
Okay, so we have a wakey wakey. Do we want to do a wakey wakey? Well... And the answer is not really. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Stone throw. Everybody gets rocks to the head. Okay, so we have rattle, intercept, or bash. I'm just gonna intercept his hit. That's a lot of damage. But it's fine. Okay, so let's do a pick wounds on this guy. Can't really do much to him anyway. Let's see. Actually, just shove him backwards. Okay. I could do an exterminate. Yeah. Because that doesn't put us back very far.
Down with you.
Another stone throw. Nope. I was hoping. But it's fine. Let's see. Wakey wakey, exterminate, or just a slash. I like the bleed stacking. Oh, I should have actually... Oh, wait, no. Maybe I couldn't have. Armor is damage, inflict stun. Hello. Nope. There was a hope. And a dream. And he's stunned again. I think he still gets his action first. No, he doesn't. We could just shove him. Whee! And he's still bleeding. Another slicing dagger? Oh, he resisted it. I didn't know he could do that. Well,
dictates caution.
I was gonna say at least mash feeder is kind of fine, but no, he's not. Just push him back. You won't get a turn from me today. Or a turn against me, I suppose. Okay, wakey wakey, slicey dagger. So he's got a redraw. There we go. Not that it matters too much, because it's only 2 damage, but at least it looks cool. And there's our wizard goblin.
They can carry no more.
think I have enough. And we get Whip Hunter.
This captive is garbed in peculiar vestments. It appears quite grateful and joins the group.
Oh, Quip Hunter is just wearing a frog on his head. A hollowed out frog, I suppose. Alright, well, my inventory is super full, so there's not much I can do about it, but I think we're fine. Because I think that's the end of the run, and we can actually build a base. Or not.
Quietly, the goblins approach the ruins, peering from behind a bush. They watch nervously as a pair of human adventurers awkwardly stumble out of the ruins. Deeming it too dangerous to proceed, they search for a more discreet way to enter the ancient ruin.
Okay. Now that should be the end of this adventure and on to the next one, I think.
The goblins make their way under the tree through a dark and uncomfortably narrow tunnel. They miserably crawl through the crannies until they reach the tunnel's end. Unbeknownst to the goblins, they find themselves intruding into a human-infested establishment hidden beneath the tree. The crowd scatters in a frenzy at the sight of the unexpected trespassers. As the chaos ebbs, a surly innkeeper and his flunkies are all that remain. He turns to the goblins with a baleful glare, intent on exacting retribution.
Oh, so it's just a boss fight. Alright. Please tell me we're healed up. Nope. Alright, so this is going to be a bit dicey. Okay. Foes may use status effects like haste to gain advantage. Counter this by inflicting stun or slow. Foes build resistance to effects used on them. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Okay, let's go for Slicing Dagger. Okay. Do we just stones throw him? Yeah. Because even if he builds resistance, it's not gonna save him. Probably. So do we do a pick wounds? I think we'd actually just do a chop. Because our goal to some degree is to finish him off.
An encouraging progression.
Okay, then Mash Feeder's not in a very good spot. So let's get him stunned. Okay, so what do we have? Kindle Spirit. Heal an ally for over 5 for 25% of your power plus your spirit. Or give an ally haste, twice as fast over the next 3, or Hex. Problem is Kindle Spirit, well, it would save Mash Feeder. Maybe that's worth it. I'm gonna make the innkeeper slow, if I can. I could not. Ow. And he was hasted. Okay, got him with a stun. Ooh. Life Shock. Heal target ally or foe 25%, and then stun your target. Sticky Hoodoo. Oh, that only works on 1. I was really hoping I could get him with that slow. Did he resist the push? He must have. And we haven't managed to get him to bleed yet. Okay, there's Slicing Dagger. Oh, he just keeps summoning dudes. Okay. Not much I can do about that then. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep stunning the cooks in the back. Okay, we have Kindle Spirit, Life Shock. We might as... What is this one? Nope. We might as well just heal up Mash Feeder a smidge. Let's see. Second, fourth, third. Just smack him. Unfortunately, he's just going to keep... Well, actually, is he going to keep summoning... Will he keep summoning dudes? That's a question. Okay, that gets him another bleed. We have Exterminate for 10, but I can only hit the front. I'm just going to keep trying to make him bleed.
Injuries mount.
Okay, we have Rattle. I think I'm going to keep doing armor up. Yeah, unfortunately their resistance is getting higher. That's rough. I kind of needed him. I'm just gonna have him get hella armored. Works. Okay, we have an intercept. Not great. Slicing dagger, wakey wakey. More slicing dagger. I just want to get him with tear wounds or whatever it is. We have exterminate. We have wakey wakey, but that's not that good. Just do a chop.
A bold attack.
Ow. Could smack him. You know, honestly, the boss might not get many more turns. Please stop. This is... I mean, this is fine. It's just slightly frustrating. Oh well, it's fine. We'll kill him with a rock. Oh, are we still going then? Okay, sure. I would have expected the cooks would have bailed by this point. I guess I actually could have just hit him and probably killed him. Well, whatever. I am here to make this man's life miserable for as long as it lasts.
Foolish creatures.
Okay. So we got some stuff. What can I get rid of? So we have junk. Can I not stack the junk? Huh. What do we have that I can get rid of? Oh. Let's discard the meat. We can equip that onto one of these guys? His rock on a stick. I think they're the same. No, this one's slightly better. But we want to keep the equipment. I guess I'm going to get rid of the junk.
They can carry no more.
I guess the gem is just tradable anyway. I don't like the fact that it says, like, encounters 4 out of 5, treasures and whatnot. As though I could go back for them, or could have gotten them. Unless I could have actually gone back for them.
The goblins descend through an old garbage chute. As their eyes adjust to the darkness, an uncanny landscape of endless human refuse reveals itself.
Each goblin lair begins with an ancestor's hall, the sacred dwelling place for the souls of ancestral goblins. The strength of their lair will depend on the souls of its deceased.
Calling what the stone has told them, they come to the realization that beneath all the filth lies what they seek. Stone in hand, they gingerly place it atop the edifice. Suddenly, as if disturbed from a great slumber, violent waves erupt, filling the cavern with relentless energy. Mounds of human waste are swept aside by the vindictive force, revealing the great goblin lair, previously thought to have been lost to antiquity.
Such a cozy game about trying to survive after nearly getting wiped out. It's weird. Alright, rest the stone so we get some more materials to work with. So we can go out into the world, but with the goblin stone in place, the lair can be rebuilt. Begin by building a war room. Surface quest log. Okay, so how do I build? Upgrade the lair? Okay. Welcome to the heart of your lair. Upgrading the Ancient's Hall lets you build new rooms and dig to further depths. To upgrade this room, gather souls from goblins who have either retired from duty or perished in battle.
Sacred Ancestors' Hall, the keystone of every goblin lair.
Okay, lair size. Ancestor Hall? Upgrade? None of souls or population. Okay, so we can't upgrade that. Empty chamber. So we can build the war room in here. Looks like that costs nothing. And we get a bunch more materials. So this is where your adventuring party gathers. So we can go out to the map. Build a campground to recruit goblins, as well as a larder and armory to store items. There's got to be an easier way of zooming out. That's really slow. Okay, so armory to store weapons, larder store materials. Okay, larder serve as dedicated storage rooms for treasure and materials used for construction. Right-click on an item to access it.
For the magnificent spoils that await.
I'm assuming we're fine. But the higher levels improve our, let's see, the higher levels improve even our carrying capacity out on a run. Okay, so we can also store weapons and armor in here. And we can only have so much equipment with me at a time.
Find their way here.
Yeah, do I like the rock on the stick? Wait. Can I equip this onto anybody else, or is it just my raiders? Yeah, it looks like my regular goblins are kind of tapped. Oh, surface. Oh, this is where we build the recruitment camp. Wandering goblins gather here to squat on your land and marvel at the lair. Many seek admittance. Recruit a few of them to create an adventuring party.
Merchants congregate on these grounds.
Okay. Affected by brute, religious, and fist. Or... I see. So this guy just uses his fists. Well, they're all using their fists. So 0 mind, lot of body, hence all that HP. His damage is bad, though.
How best to sort the distinguished from the disappointing?
Okay, every goblin comes with a unique genetic code, generating genetic traits that modify its stats and abilities. Each goblin can have up to 4 traits, but only 2 can be active at a time. He's got none. Oh, but he does have a peon bonus. Ah, rookie peon. Well, his stats are good. What about this one? Rescuing goblin captives could unlock new genetic traits for breeding. The more captives you save, the closer you get to collecting them all. Okay, so brute. Body 2, mind -3, but also flabby, life +6, power -3. And then religious. So that's why they have considerably less HP. Yeah, the one problem is the low body is a bit worrying.
Prospects loiter about, eager for admittance.
Religious seems like... What is spirit? I guess is the question. What does spirit do? Ah. Every 3 spirit points above base value of 4. Gain armor or magic armor. So I guess they're kind of a tank, but not really at the moment. Yeah. I don't think I want them. Do I have an adventuring party? Okay, they've got the hammer. Gonna put them in the back. We have Mash Feeder, who's kind of our tank. How do we get them to be a higher class? I have no idea. Okay, so there's our party. Is there anything else we can do? Every once in a while it zooms me out really fast. But no, it looks like we're gonna have to go on an adventure. Is it just... Okay. So if I actually had a couple more goblins, we could do this. The problem is I really do not like either. Well, I mean, High Scaler would be a fine tank.
Only the keen and eager are welcome.
Or is that increase their... I have no idea. Well, we need 3 more goblins. Both of these are kind of iffy. I think we're just going to go on an adventure and hope we get a different group. All right. Sounds like it's time for an adventure. So we still don't have any raider goblins, and I'll have to figure out how we get those. Looks like this world's actually pretty big. Embark on adventures and gather materials for your lair. First adventure is in the Merry Foothills. There we go. So fight some enemies, grab some resources, explore the entirety of it. Oh, huh. It didn't save my team combination. Why does... Oh, is that just the hammer sticking out? It looks like there was something else there. Probably just have these guys. I don't actually know if we're considerably faster. Oh, don't want to put them in here. Let's do that. Off chance that we get the wakey. Alternatively, maybe I do something like this. I want to get that bleed out quick. However, if we can possibly pull off a double wakey, that does a ton of damage to enemies, and that seems worth it.
They tread an unfamiliar path.
So goblins don't level up. They have to be enhanced with items and other things. I'm curious about how strong you can get a goblin in that case. Probably fairly strong.
Diligence bears its fruit.
Okay.
Nature's bounty picked clean.
So I'm probably going to leave the narrator off at this point. It's probably a jump down. Hopefully we can get back up again. So maybe there are different paths that we can take to and from. Shrines are ancient statues crafted by goblins of ages past. These monolithic figures are strewn throughout the realm, each one imbued with the power to grant a chosen blessing on your group.
Harbors divine magic.
Max life increased by 50% or inventory size increased by 8. I'm going to go with this. I think this run's going to be shorter.
Shrine's blessing.
It looks like it's going to be shorter. But I could be wrong. Either way, 50% max HP is probably going to go pretty far here. Okay, so let's do a stone's throw. In case I can get him with a stun. Unfortunately, he's He's got armor. No bleed. One of you guys gets to be wakey today. There we go. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish him off before he gets a turn, but you never know. Yes.
Away with you.
Yeah, getting a cheeky free hit in is nice. Spear Rush, give an ally haste. Do we want to do that, or do we want to slow this guy down? If I can. Yes. Okay, what do we have? Slicing Dagger? Yeah. And what do we have? Intercept? Just intercept that man. Unfortunately, they do hurt. There's not much I can do about it. And he resisted it, but we should kind of expect that at this point. So Life Shock. Sticky Hoodoo or a Hex? Let's just go for the Hex. Unfortunately, I don't think healing is going to be particularly worth it at the moment. Do we shove him? Yeah, shove him. Okay, we've got an Exterminate for 13. I think we just go for the chop. Let's see. Got a bash. So he's got a 20% chance to resist. Nope. It was worth a shot. We have Kindle Spirit. Probably worth kindling himself. Because he's the one taking the... who's taking the most. Do we do Pick Wounds? Do we do Wakey? It'll do 11. Oh, he's slowed. So that messes him up. Yeah, Pick Wounds on the Feeble Adventure might have made sense. What's his resistance? 30%. Heck yeah. None of you get turns. What do we have? Exterminate? There we go. That wasn't actually too bad.
Vile cretins.
Cretins. You know, I've always heard of it as cretin, never cretin. Oh, and I cannot go back. Okay, so yeah, branches really do matter. Okay, so where do we want to go? We have a shop. I don't have any money on me. So I think we want to climb down. I guess I could maybe sell some things, but I think the materials are more useful for me at the moment. And we get 2 lads out of this. I can only choose 1? Okay, Brute, Flabby. So his power isn't that good. But he's got a jawbone axe versus he's got a wooden stool. So every mind point gain crit, so that's kind of rough. What's he got? They're both Brutes and Flabby. We'll take Keen Mincer. Okay. And I guess I'll just put him in this mix. Too many goblins. Okay, Goblin's not in the party. We'll proceed to the lair. What happens to the other guy then? Oh, okay, he just leaves. Yeah, I'll take it. I do feel bad about the goblins on the opposite path that I didn't take, because,
Nothing must be wasted.
well, I guess they're just gone forever then.
Modest fortune.
I guess not that it matters. We'll have plenty of opportunities to get more goblins, but, you know, there's just that kind of, like, an internal level of, like, I'm supposed to be rescuing all these goblins, and they're just gone.
Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet.
Okay, so this is a bigger group, and I don't think we have much for AoEs. However, we do have a lot of raiders now, which is good. Ow. How dare you do that to Wanderbots? Really now? What is his resistance to bleed? 20%. That's tough. I mean, I think this is the end of the region. However, ouch. Oh, is this one poisoned? Or no, this spider is toxic. They both are. Well, do we want to just go for a bash? So we could kindle spirit, we could do a spirit rush. Or I could hex. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Which view does the most amount of damage? Let's just have Load Leaker. Ow. Well, we're not getting him for a while. Ow. Or did we just tank it? I think we did. Okay, Slicing Dagger. I could do a Wakey Wakey. It would kill the spider. It did not kill the spider. Let's see, 100% armor as damage. Now let's just do armor up. Okay, I'm just gonna stone throw kill the spider. There it goes. Powerful indeed. Oh, we are going to need to rest after this. This is hurt. Let's redraw. Because we need a slicing dagger on one of these to get some of our effects going. Get some damage up in there, get some more bleed. Let's see, salvage. Could do a rattle. Let's just do a rattle. Because the one problem is we don't have as much stun in this team anymore.
A precise assault.
Okay, so that dog's got some heckin' bleed going on. It's gonna be making sad noises, though. Spiders are not resistant to bleed. That's actually quite helpful. Okay, do we pick wounds? Exterminate? Actually, we can do a redraw. Slicing dagger. There we go. Everything is bleeding now. Stone throw, hit the wolf. Stun it. Could do a wakey wakey. But I think it's better that I just pick wounds a bunch. Okay, what do we do? Kindle spirit? Actually, do we hex? I'm gonna hex the spider. See if we can rattle it too. There we go. Stuns for everybody or something. Fortunately, Wanderbots is getting nibbled a lot. Ow. Well, not the most exciting. I think I'm just gonna go for exterminate.
Excellent strike.
That worked out great for me. Wanderbots is in dire straits here, and we gotta finish these off quick, otherwise we die. You know that 50% max HP I picked in the very beginning of this? That was a good plan. I did the right thing there.
These will be put to good use.
Yeah, I don't think we needed the extra inventory slot.
Ready for the taking.
Okay, are we done? Okay, I think we are done. This would be slightly more dire otherwise. This actually gets pretty challenging once you've gotten out of the tutorial.
Crossed free of fear.
But on the flip side, ooh. Oh, joined. I thought that would mean something else, like he gained a stat point, but no, they don't level up. Construct a stairwell to reach the lower depths, and followed by an empty chamber to further expand your lair. Well, first I want to take a look at this, because we've got two. We've got Bind Shaker, who's just a brute. That's not terrible.
I have high hopes for this one.
Okay, so we have Foil Sutler, who's... Yeah, the problem is Flabby reduces power. Not worth it. And then we've just got Wine Wonder, who is
Promising addition.
just normal. Okay, we also have a merchant. Okay, so my inventory, their inventory. So we can sell this rock on a stick. Now what can I buy? Are any of these really good? Magic rock, large blunt. There's also slots, but I don't think we have anything to put in there. I think I'm... Do I sell the rock on the stick? I think we do.
An honest bargain.
Oh, hold up. We don't want this. I'll take the random materials. I don't know if we need them or not, but they seem vaguely worthwhile. Okay, so let's close out of that. Upgrade. Oh, not enough souls in population? Huh. Goblin's death, dismissal, or retirement. My main thing is... Can I get more? I guess we have to build that stairwell. Oh. I see. Dig out space for that. I guess I'll excavate that one. It doesn't seem the most practical. But we get another room. We get plenty of gold. Want to rearrange your rooms. Long click or right click on a room and select move. Hey! Build a barracks to welcome recruit goblins from your campgrounds. This lets you maintain a list of goblins ready for adventure. And then we can also convert peons into guards, shamans, or raiders. I think there's other classes we can get later. So... yeah, let's get the barracks. Let's see, we don't need a larder. We need the guilds, but we need more wheat. We do have warrens for more, but I'll go quarters. Okay, goblin veterans can retire here in peace, increasing both your soul count and your population. And looks like I can dig out one more space. I don't think I can build anything in here, though. We don't have enough resources. All right, well, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. There's obviously so much more I could do. We've barely even scratched the surface of this game, and heck, we only just barely got out of the tutorial. But I think we've seen a fair bit of what it is, and I don't think it's going to get too much deeper without an extreme amount of investment into this game. I do find it quite charming. I like the illustration style. The combat is very... it's very Darkest Dungeon, but it feels different in a very good way. Where... I wonder if I can actually get two here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough room for more rooms. Where, rather than the Darkest Dungeon, like, this is your strict party order, the fact that you move to the front when it's your turn to attack is interesting, and I feel like there's a lot of tactical potential there that I haven't seen in other games. And also the fact that you're building this, like, extensive goblin lair civilization and possibly reclaiming parts of the surface. That sounds interesting. It's got some narrative space that I don't see in a lot of other games. And so I think that has a lot of potential for some cool things. But for now, at least, I guess I should say, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. And of course, if you want to pick up Goblin Stone yourselves, it is going to be available sometime today. I'm not entirely sure of the hours. So if you want to pick it up, just follow the link in the description below and you can play it today. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.